want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about sports in the state of Michigan? You've got the truth, all right. Can you handle the truth? Find out right now on the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast, the show that detects and provides truth, research, and statistics about the Tigers, Lions, Red Wings, Pistons, Wolverines, and Spartans. Subscribe to its YouTube channel at the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast and listen to it in audio form wherever you get your podcasts. Follow it on X, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Michigan_Truth and on Reddit at u/Michigan_Truth, and like its Facebook page and know the truth.
Got lots to talk about here. I'm Taylor Phillips, your Michigan Sports Truth detective. Man, I'm going to go really freaking hard on the Tigers. They finally got eliminated. I finally get a chance to expose their fucking asses, whether people like it or not. Yeah, I will. So let's start with a disclaimer. If you can't handle any news, stats, research, or criticism regarding any of our teams, then stay completely away from the show and its comment section at all times. No trolling, no trash talk, no nothing, no shit. Okay? That's disclaimer number one. Disclaimer number two, if you're too arrogant to learn anything and sensitive to learn anything, and especially decide to be a homer and a tool, you're absolutely irrelevant to this podcast and are a chicken head as well. So, the Tigers Tribune, the postseason finale edition of the Tigers Tribune. The Tigers finally get eliminated by losing 3-2 in 15 innings to the Seattle Mariners in Game 5 of the American League Division Series. So, of course, the lack of offense was, of course, the main issue, like it has been the last 3 months especially. Gleyber Torres played through a hernia for the last month. Yeah, there's a comment. Yeah, Tigers need more bats than anything. No real stars on this team, in my opinion. No real stars on this team, clearly. Trey Finesse, thank you. Gleyber Torres played through a hernia for the last month. 209, 317, 314 slash line, totaling up to a 631 OPS in the postseason. Or in the last month, the front office and coaching staff could have rested him longer before the postseason. And the 2 through 5 hitters were beyond gutter manure. I'm going to share the screen right now. I was just checking the Instagram. Of course, Trey Finesse, if you're already subscribed, thank you. If not, please do. Either way, spread the word. Look at this. Gleyber Torres 0 for 6. That's at number 2 in the lineup. Riley Green 0 for 6 with a walk. Torres with a walk as well. Spencer Torkelson 0 for 6. Colt Keith 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. Torkelson with 4 strikeouts. Colt Keith finished the postseason with an .067 batting average and just a 243 OPS in the Jesus Christ. Parker Meadows 0 for 5 in the 8 spot, obviously. 3 strikeouts, 138 average, 305 OPS in the postseason. McKinstry 1 for 6 with 1 strikeout, but a 172. Only 1 strikeout, but a 172 average, 445 OPS. Dylan Dingler 2 for 6, 167, 639 OPS. He did have a 6. I'll get to his season stats later on in the season review, but fans keep blaming the umpires. Of course, they need to stop. Okay, they need to stop ripping the umpires. You can criticize them all you want, but they're not the reason why the Tigers were eliminated. Besides, the automated balls and strikes system, the ball strike system is coming next year, and we all can't wait to see what it brings to the MLB regular seasons ahead of time. Look, those so-called borderline pitches were too close to take, whether you admit it or not. The hitters took way too many pitches for strikes anyway. They really did. I don't care what you think being a one-sided homer, because you're being a one-sided homer if you are. Otherwise you're welcome. Otherwise you're welcome to agree with me, of course, and admit the truth. Admit criticism of your team. The defense looks somewhat better in the postseason than they looked in the regular season, error-wise, except they made critical mistakes such as throwing the ball to the cutoff man from the outfield. Parker Meadows with a throwing error in game 5. They committed a lot less errors in the postseason and in the regular season statistics-wise, but these errors they committed in the postseason were very critical. Parker Meadows, the pitcher's making a bunch of committing errors too. And of course, their stupid-ass manager, A.J. Hinch, didn't even pinch hit anyone for anyone in Game 5 of the ALDS. I think, for example, he didn't use Jahmai Jones or Wenzel Perez for 2 instances as pinch hitters. An example of how stupid and arrogant of a manager he is. Of course, Jahmai Jones could have pinch hit for Riley Green, who had been lackluster in the postseason. 212, 621 OPS in the postseason. Kerry Carpenter was the only bright spot in the postseason. But again, I'll get to them later. Actually, I'll get to them right now as I rip into the 2025 Detroit Tigers roster and coaching staff. I'm going to turn the share screen back on right now. Kerry Carpenter, 281 average, 910 OPS, 4 for 5 in Game 5. A 2-run home run. He kept abusing George Kirby in Games 2 and 5 in Seattle. See right here, carrying the clutch right here. But anyway, Torres, 235 average, 698 OPS. Riley Green, as I mentioned, 212, 621 OPS. Spencer Torkelson, 188 average, 578 OPS. These are postseason numbers. 31 home runs in the regular season. The Tigers blew a 15.5 game lead in the division to settle for the wild card spot. Karma caught up to them there and in the postseason. A 672 OPS in September. The Tigers kept fighting only through quicksand from the regular season through the postseason. Yes, there was effort, but still not even nearly good enough. Trey Sweeney, as we take a look at that puny little mutt, Trey Sweeney. Career, nope, they didn't. He didn't play the postseason at all. 196 regular season average, 549 OPS. I'm sorry. That sucks. His career postseason numbers: 091 average, 283 OPS. He Thank God they didn't play him. They still had it. They still added him to the roster anyway. What is the point of adding him to the postseason if you're not going to play him? You know he already sucks. His ass definitely needs to be replaced. And you know it. Andy Ibanez, let's look at him. Just one at bat. That's it. He got a hit and an RBI. That's all he did. I mean, but career postseason, 3 for 10, 300, averaged 800 OPS in his postseason career, but 239 averaged in the this past regular season, a 653 OPS. Yeah, that's not good enough. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Javier Baez. $10 for 32 in his last 8 games. 313 average in the postseason. 257 average regular season. 680 regular season OPS. 802 OPS in this postseason. Not bad. 313 average is good in the postseason. Started off really hot, especially against the Guardians, the Cleveland Guardians. Riley Green, 258. I'll mention this to you people one more time. 212 average, 621 OPS postseason wise. Regular season, 258 average, 806 OPS. Career stats, just 2 years. This is only Riley Green's second year. So Green's age 25. So I guess he still has a lot more time to develop. So I'll give him time. Dylan Dingler is another guy that still has a lot of time left to improve. 278 regular season average, 752 OPS, and then postseason 167 average, just like his career postseason average. 639 OPS. Yeah, that's just the 1 year in the postseason. Chase Young didn't even play this postseason. He didn't. Neither did Jake Rogers. Yeah, he did. Yeah, yes, he did. Just one at bat, a hit and a run scored. That's it. But his regular season numbers, 187 average, 610 OPS, not good enough. Not good enough. Hey, Rogers needs to be sent down. Spencer Torkelson. Yes, he hit 31 home runs, like I mentioned before. I'm going to mention them all again. 240 average, 789 OPS in the regular season, 188 average, and 578 OPS in the postseason. Yeah, those are postseason. Yeah, that's right. I need to look at Riley Green's regular season numbers, career regular season numbers again one more time. There, yeah, he's played 4 years there. Still, they still both have time to have. They still both have a lot of time left to develop. Torkelson's age 26. Green's 25 years old. How old is Javier Baez again? 32. So Baez is already in his prime years. He really shined in the postseason. I'll give him that. He has 2 years left in his contract after this. Wencel Perez, the guy they call the pretzel. 244 average, 738 OPS. Postseason wise, 105 average, 263 OPS. There's very few options left. Jahmai Jones. I'll show him why. I'll show people why. I'll show AJ Hinch why, especially Jahmai Jones should have pinch hit. 287 average, 937 OPS in the regular season. And in the postseason, brace yourselves, 500 average, 1750 OPS. I got an aneurysm, man. Pinch hit in for someone, for God's sake. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Colt Keith, like I mentioned before, 067 average, 243 OPS in the postseason. Regular season wise, 256 average, which is average. 746 OPS, which is average. Colt Keith is 24. So I'm viewing these blindly, of course. I got a second page here. I'm going to flip to that. Zach McKinstry. Zach. 259 average, 771 OPS in the regular season average. Very stupid on the base pass, especially. Keeps getting out at home on ground balls with vacant bases and less than 2 outs. He needs a lobotomy. He really does. He needs brain surgery. And then of course 172 average, 445 OPS in the postseason for Zach McKinstry. Or Zach McCunstry. Yeah, take that. Shove it in your mouth. McKinstry, 30 years old. And he still hasn't evolved mentally. Just 3 RBIs and 1 stolen base. Let's look at Gleyber Torres again, age 28. As I mentioned, 235 average, 698 OPS in the postseason, 256 average and 745 OPS in the regular season, which is a little bit better than these in the postseason. Anybody else? Oh, yeah, Parker Meadows. He played in the postseason. 138 average, 305 OPS in the postseason, 215 average, 621 OPS in the regular season. Matt Vierling didn't even play in the postseason. 239 average, 617 OPS. He got injured. He was done. Yeah. 929 OPS in his last 7 games of the regular season, but he's got to prove more. He's got to be more consistent. And he could be when he comes back. Vierling is age 29. And then Justin Henry Malloy. And then we'll get to Jace Young in a minute before we get to the pitchers. 0 for 1 for Malloy in this postseason. He got it at bat. That's it. No walks, just a strikeout. He didn't do shit. Regular season, 23 for 104, 1 home run, 221 average, 654 OPS. His career postseason OPS is 1334. How is that possible? How? So, yeah, let's get to the pitchers. Yes, Tarek Skubal's a god. I still have to get him for your viewing pleasure. Our viewing pleasure, of course. Oh, shit. 221 average, 221 ERA, 0.89 whip in the regular season, 174 ERA, and 0.68 whip in the postseason. Jack Flaherty. Let's get him. Let's get to him. 4.64 ERA, 128 whip. 3.60 ERA. 4.64 ERA and 128 whip in the regular season. If you're listening in audio form, but I'm showing you in video form by a StreamYard initially. 3.60 ERA on one record. 150 whip in the postseason. 150 whip. Regular season is 8-15. No wonder he's got a 4.64 ERA. He wasn't consistent. He was good in occasional games, but he's not consistent. Casey Mize, as we go deeper into the starting rotation. 380, 14-6 record, age 28. 3.87 ERA, 127 whip in the regular season. And then in the postseason, 300 ERA. It's not a little bit better. Which is a little bit better in the postseason than the regular season. 117 whip, a little bit better. A little bit better. How old is Tarek Skubal? I want to get him 28, almost 30. Want to get to the 40-man roster because I want to look at Jackson Jobe and Reese Olson. There we go. That's a lot better. Oh, my God. Career postseason, 16.20 ERA, 300 whip. Yeah, definitely didn't need him Did we? Now, did we? 4-1 record, but a 4.22 ERA and a 1.49 WHIP. These stats are awful, especially career postseason wise. Two postseason games in his career. An inning and 2/3, 3 earned runs on 5 hits, a hit batter. No strikeouts, 0. He sucks. Period. He sucks terribly. Reese Olson, age 26, 4-4 record, 3.15 ERA, 1.21 record. Not bad. I guess we could keep him. 200 ERA career postseason wise, 111 WHIP in the postseason. So I guess he was missed. But Jackson Jobe, how old is he? He was useless, but still, yeah, he should have stayed in the minors. He should have. Career stats. Well, last year, 0.000 ERA for Jackson Jobe, just 2 games. Opposing batting average 0.71. 0.50 WHIP. That was his rookie year in the regular season. But 2 games. Jackson Jobe still has a lot left to prove. But he's already getting good. Except he's already getting good at it. Just needs to prove even more. So I'll let Jackson Jobe off the hook too, and Reese Olson. So I would keep Reese Olson and Jackson Jobe. Yeah, Casey Mize postseason. Yeah, he pitched in the his only postseason year was in 2025. But 6.99 ERA in 2020, 3.71 ERA in 2021, 5.40 ERA in 2022. Mize didn't even pitch at all in 2023 because of a season-long injury. 4.49 ERA in 2024, 3.87 ERA in 2025. And then we got Chris Paddock, who was acquired at the trade deadline as one of the starters. Oh my God. 5.35 ERA this regular season, 1.28 WHIP, 900 ERA career postseason with a 1.50 WHIP. Why did you get him in the first place? Paul Sewell, he didn't play in the regular season. He did, but yeah, he's 1-1, 4.58 ERA, 1.22 WHIP. He didn't pitch in the postseason at all. There we go. 4.15 ERA as a Tiger. 1.38 WHIP as a Tiger. Oh man. Dylan Smith. Not never had any postseason experience. 1-0 this year with a 1.38 ERA set in 7 games. 0.85 WHIP. 0.85 WHIP. I'd give him more playing time. 25 a year, from 25 years of age on out. Drew Summers. 1,800 ERA, 3.33 WHIP. Yeah, useless. Totally useless. Not much minor league experience either. Oh. I don't know what to say anymore. I really don't. Jose Urquidy. He did not pitch. He did actually put a 7.71 ERA in 2 games as a Tiger, or in the regular season total 300 WHIP. Regular season. Yeah, as a Tiger. Yeah, he got injured, but he sucked at the same time. Bust. Kiter Montero. The Monteros as we get into them. 2025 regular season, 4.37 ERA, 1.39 WHIP. Bad. 2025 postseason, 0.00 ERA, 0.56 WHIP. He actually shined in the postseason in 3 games and got a save. 5 and a third innings. Triple zero ERA in the 2024 postseason too, with a 0.33 WHIP. His career postseason WHIP 0.48. His career postseason ERA 0.00. So it's a head scratcher. He's not good in the regular season, but he's damn good in the postseason. He just needs to bring that postseason fire to the regular season especially when it matters the most. Rafael Montero, the red Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle with the size. One and 2 in the regular season, 4.48 ERA, 1.31 WHIP. 1 game, that's it. No ERA, no WHIP. 0-0 record, 1 game. It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. Makes no fucking sense. Opposing batting average 1,000. Ugh. But the regulars, yeah, he's a bust. 34 years old. He was acquired at the trade deadline. He's shit. Troy Melton. Well, 2.76 ERA in the regular season at 3-2 with a 1.01 WHIP. But the postseason, 1-1 record, 5.40 ERA and a 1.44 WHIP. Melton is age 24. He is not ready for postseason competition. He needs more time to develop. Alex Lang. I'll bet he didn't play. Yeah, he did play one game, 0-0 ERA, 300 WHIP, 1 strikeout. So Alex Lang should be back for 2026. Jason Foley. Trying to look at the Jason Foley did not pitch at all this year because he had a hell of an injury. But 2024, in the career postseason, 2,700 ERA in the postseason career-wise, 900 WHIP. One game, an inning, or just a third of an inning. Foley is 29. 4 regular seasons in Major League Baseball, all with the Tigers. 3.16 career regular season ERA, 124 career regular season WHIP. Hmm. 28 holds in the 2023 regular season. 28 saves in 2024. So the Tigers are actually just choosing randomly between relief pitchers to be dubbed as a closing pitch, as their closing pitcher, whether it be Jason Foley, Alex Lang, or Will Vest, or Kyle Finnegan, or Tommy Canley, or Troy Mountain, whoever. Even Rafael Montero. Kyle Finnegan. Um, 347. Well, as a Tiger, wait a minute. This is first. Kyle Finnegan had his first ever career postseason year, 1-1, 3.68 ERA, 123 WHIP. His ERA was an uptick from the regular season as a Tiger. As we go to them, a 150 ERA in the regular season as a Tiger for Kyle Finnegan, with a 0.72 WHIP. That's all you need to know about Kyle Finnegan. So, yeah. What's Finnegan's age? 34. And that's his only year in the postseason. How many years has he pitched for the Nationals, for the Washington Nationals? Oh, my God. Just 5.5 as a relief pitcher. 38 saves in 2024 for the Nationals. That was his best year. Well, those were his. That's a career high for Kyle Finnegan. But 2.92 ERA in 2020 with Washington. A 114 WHIP in the entire regular season. 111 in 2022. 111 in 2025 with both Washington and Detroit combined. He really shined with the Tigers in the regular season. He did. He just collapsed. His last 15 games, 162 ERA, 0.78 WHIP. Last 7 games, 3.68 ERA, 123 WHIP. Those are in the postseason. Those are postseason numbers, especially. And then we go to, let's see, Bo Brisky. He sucked and he was put on the IR. 6.55 ERA in the regular season, 1-3, 22 games, 164 WHIP. Career postseason, 150 ERA, 0-1, 0.50 WHIP. But look at his regular season ERAs, 4.19 2022, 3.60 2023, 3.59 2024, and then 6.55 this year. His career regular season ERA is 4.14, just not good enough. Career WHIP, 129. His worst career WHIP is 164 this year. 120 WHIP 2022, 137 WHIP in 2023, 126 WHIP in 2024. That's all you need to know. Sawyer Gibson Long. He just needs to stay in the minors. He really does. 7.18 ERA, 0-2 this year in the regular season, 128 WHIP. His career regular season numbers, 1-2, 5.44 ERA, 121 WHIP. Nothing else to look at there. Alex Cobb did not play. He was injured even before he was signed by Scott Harris and Jeff Greenberg. Alex Cobb let's take a look at his regular season numbers in the past. Oh, God. Alex Cobb is 38 years old, a washed-up veteran who was injured the entire 2025 campaign as a Tiger and never even threw a single pitch. And you pay him $15 million for this year alone. His career ERA is 3.84 with a career WHIP of 127 in the regular season. He's not going to work for you. He's definitely not going to work for you. Ty Madden. Yeah, I'm working tirelessly overnight. Fucking sue me. Career postseason. Yeah, he pitched in 2024 with the Tigers. In the postseason, he got a 2,700 ERA and a 600 WHIP in 2/3 of an inning. 1 strikeout. How many walks? 3. Because he can't hit. He can't even find the strike zone. 2 earned runs on 1 hit. 33 pitches in 2/3 of an inning. Man. Career regular season wise, 4.30 ERA, 1-1, 143 WHIP. Yep, there you are. 11 earned runs, 12 runs total, 25 hits, 403 pitches total. Opposing batting average 275. Postseason opposing batting average 333. Pitches per inning pitched 49.5. Tyler Mattison. Nothing. Bupkis. He has never even played in the majors. We can look at his minor league stats, I guess. Minors. With Erie, AA, 2023. That was it. That's it. That's been it. Opposing batting average 0.83, 0.00 ERA, 0.50 WHIP. Just 55 pitches. Tyler Madison, 26 years old. I at least promote him to AAA Toledo with the Mud Hens at least. Give him more time to develop. Did we look at Ty Madden already? Yeah, we did. Tanner Rainey. Did we look at him? Yeah, he did. 11.17 ERA. No, a 1.76 WHIP, 6.75 career postseason ERA, 1.20 career postseason WHIP. 32 years old. Bust. Will Vest, last but not least. 0.00 ERA this postseason. 0.25 WHIP. One save, just one save. 6-5 record in the this regular season. 3.01 ERA, 1.21 WHIP. Yeah, so that's all you need to look at. Oh yeah, Jace Young. Didn't I look at him? 0 for 2 career postseason wise. 106 average this this regular season. 342 OPS. Where's Ryan Kreidler? He's nowhere. Oh, that's right. He was claimed off waivers. That's right. So finally, sorry for the spam comment from Judicious. Refutation 0E. I'm gonna go to the comment section on Twitch right now. Yep, he gone. So not much will change with their offense or defense from the looks of things. The way I see shit. Spencer Torkelson and Colt Keith are projected to stay put at first and third bases. Gleyber Torres will hit free agency. Tarek Skubal, Kyle Finnegan, and Tommy Canley will enter free agency after next year. Canley is useless. Javier Baez has 2 years left in his lucrative 6-year, $140 million contract, as I mentioned before. I think nothing is going to change. I think nothing. The Tigers are not going to do any signings this offseason because there's too much fucking loyalty between the organization and its fan base and the media as well. I'd call for a purge, but that won't happen because the organization's owner, starting at the top, Chris Ilitch, is way too cheap due to his overspending of parking lots and stadium arena re-renovations. The team's offense just isn't ready for postseason competition. They're too young, they're too inferior, too arrogant, and too stupid to even play the game when it matters. Of course, AJ Hinch needs to be fired, but he won't be. Bring in a smarter and more competent manager. And then off the field, a little something occurred right after the game. Dan Dickerson, the Tigers radio play-by-play announcer, had a hot mic moment of his own. right after Game 5 of the ALDS by dropping 2 F-bombs and acting like he was refusing to do the game recap on the radio. He was pouting in an unprofessional manner, and that needs to be addressed soon. Period. He's too loyal. Dan Dickerson's too loyal, too emotional, and too territorial to even do the job professionally, just like every team's radio commentator in America in today's world, in the world of sports in general. But there are too many Tigers fans, for example, that suck up to him every year. They coddle him like a little lamb, like the little Bo Peeps of the world coddle their lambs or sheep or whatever the hell you call them. That's part of the problem with them. They're too loyal to him, and the Tigers organization itself and arrogant about the rest of Major League Baseball's 29 other teams. A bunch of reckless and toxic homers. That's why I hate them and would rather have a small or empty audience rather than have toxic shitheads trolling and homering all over the fucking place. Just get the fuck out. Don't even comment one word. And in conclusion, if things don't change much or at all with the roster, let alone offense anytime soon, and Tarek Skubal leaves the organization, then this team will never have the analytics, heart, determination, ability, or the brains to contend for a World Series championship. Hell, I don't even think they'll even make the postseason ever again. Not even close. I just don't see any of that occurring anytime soon. Chris Ilitch needs to sell this franchise, period. I don't care who to. Whether it be Dan Gilbert, Jeff Bezos, I don't care. Donald Phelps, even Donald Phelps. Or Mark Cuban. Sorry. I can't think of any good owners. But Chris Ilitch is the worst. That's why I no longer care. I don't. I've given up. Fuck the Tigers. I'm tired of their bullshit. They can shove their promises up their fucking asses. Bunch of little boys in the front office. An arrogant middle-aged manager who coddles his inferior ass players. Gives them way too much encouragement rather than criticize them. Sure, he criticizes them occasionally, but even that won't help. Let's just move on to the Red Wings. As the wing wheel turns, the Red Wings bounce back with a 6-3 win at Little Caesars Arena in Game 2 of their regular season over the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's share the screen again, shall we? So, Calle Jarnkrok, a former Red Wing draft pick, opened the scoring. Nicholas Waugh followed up. Then Marco Kasper put the Wings on the board. Lucas Raymond, Patrick Kane put the Wings in the lead. Max Domi tied it. Raymond scored again to put the Wings back up 4-3 with a power play goal on a one-timer. Simon Edvinson and Andrew Kopp each with empty net goals. Edvinson's empty net goal is a long one for Eagle. Put that one in the hole. One out with 1:48 left in the third period. Made the task for the made that comeback task for the Maple Leafs even harder, even more difficult. And then Kopp just put extra icing on the cake after the Wings ate up clock with their stellar defense. Shots are 13-8 in the first period. Stolarz was fantastic. Was making easy saves. But the Red Wings were able to get 3 past him in the second period, and then another past him in the third period to get back in the lead, and 2 empty net goals. Yeah, Lucas Raymond, 2 goals, including his 100th NHL goal. So, yeah, the first period was a carbon copy from Thursday night's season opening loss, 5-1 to the Montreal Canadiens on Thursday night. But second period, they started picking it up and kept on rolling. Emmett Finney got his first NHL point, which was an assist on Lucas Raymond's first of 2 goals. Dylan Larkin picked up an assist. Patrick Kane, a goal and assist. DeBrincat with 2 assists. Actually, 3 assists. Wait a minute. Kane, a goal and 2 assists. That's right. Yeah, you're right. Cam Talbot got an assist on Edvinson's empty net goal. Albert Johansson got an assist. That's it. Let's check the box score, please. Thank you. Cam Talbot, 20 saves on 23 shots. Wings outshot the Maple Leafs 35-23. Only 6 penalty minutes committed by the Wings, 10 penalty minutes committed by the Maple Leafs. Red Wings beat the Maple Leafs in face-off percentages, 51.9 to 48.1, which is really, really close. That's dangerous. That's almost dangerously close, but still close enough. The Red Wings were never shorthanded in that contest. That's another bright spot in that win. So giveaways are pretty much canceled out. Takeaways, Red Wings 4, Maple Leafs 2. It's good. And they're going to rematch. And they're going to rematch with the Maple Leafs Monday afternoon at 2 on FanDuel Sports Network Detroit on Columbus Day. So there you go. See, at least the Red Wings brought a bright shining star to this weekend. Unlike Michigan and Michigan State, first off, Michigan got dominated by USC, 31-13. Sharon Moore definitely got outcoached. Michigan never showed up except for Michigan's defense never showed up except for an interception by Barry. That's all. Their offense went for a 2-point conversion when they scored a touchdown to make it a 2-possession game, let alone an 11-point margin. To begin with, initially, they could have just taken the extra point to make it 10. It's really simple. Sharon Moore is a dumbass and not head coach material. He really isn't. I'm sorry. Michigan State got crushed by UCLA 38-13 at Spartan Stadium in East Lansing. Michigan USC playing the Coliseum, by the way. The Spartans just never showed up on either side of the line of scrimmage. Nothing else to say there. And then the Lions, 4-1, head to Arrowhead, the GEHA Field inside Arrowhead Stadium, Sunday at 8:20 on NBC Sunday Night Football. Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth on the call on NBC. Kirby Joseph and Brian Brancher gave game time decisions. The Lions are going to need them to step up in the secondary because Terrion Arnold is put on IR. At least we won't worry about him committing too many penalties and sucking ass out there. Amik Robertson and Rock Yassin are good. Rock Yassin are good to go. So that's more good news. So on the offensive side of the ball, Jared Goff needs to work on scrambling more and running the ball when needed. Stop taking too many sacks and stop arm punting the football. Stop staying in the pocket way too many times, especially when you're under duress. You've got to stay on your feet at all times, especially early in each snap of the football. For the Chiefs, they got 5 players on injured reserve. Wide receiver Rashee Rice, safety Nazee Johnson, linebacker Brandon George, offensive tackle Ethan Driscoll on the non-football injury list, and finally tight end Jake Briningstool. Those are all 5 Chiefs on the injured list. 4 of them on football. 4 of them football related, and 1 of them non-football related. But the Chiefs the Chiefs did rack up 476 total yards against the Jacksonville Jaguars in their previous 31-28 road loss. The Jaguars are red hot, by the way. But the Chiefs can really eat clock when in the lead as well. So we're gonna have to look out. Those are the things we're gonna have to. Some of the things we're gonna have to look out for. So there are weaknesses that the Chiefs have. The Lions have to exploit them. Play 60 minutes of doing that, at least. So, any comments, questions? Please keep it respectful. The What We've Learned segment as we wrap things up. So the Tigers' lack of offense showed that they're not a World Series contender, not even close. The Red Wings bounced back, again, 6-3 over the Maple Leafs. That's a good feeling, right? The Wolverines and Spartans were both completely absent, and the Lions have a test on their hands against the Kansas City Chiefs, the former back-to-back Super Bowl champions. So that's what we've learned in this episode of the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. I'm Taylor Phillips. Subscribe to its YouTube channel at the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. Like its videos and turn on all notifications on the bell icon. Click or tap on live to find its latest full episodes and shorts. Also, watch it live and follow it on Twitch at Michigan Sports Truth. Listen to it in audio form on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music /Audible, Castbox, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, and JioSaavn. Also, join its supporters club on Spreaker, just $2 a month. On social media, follow it on X, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Michigan_Truth. and on Reddit at u/Michigan Sports Truth. Also like its Facebook page. Also on Patreon at patreon.com/Michigan Sports Truth. And its Facebook page is facebook.com/Michigan Sports Truth as well. Statewide business endorsements go to Compson Donuts, Grand Traverse Pie Company, J&H Family Stores, Positive Chimney and Fireplace, Farm Bureau Insurance, Michigan's Adventure, Jets Pizza, Alpine Chocolate House, Hudsonville Ice Cream, Grandpa's Mini Donuts, Tom's Food Markets, Big B Coffee, Detroit Wing Company, Simply Delightful, JR's All-Star Haircuts for Men, Tropical Touch Spa, Main Street Rocks, Wesco, and BC Pizza. Metro Detroit area business endorsements go to Gino's Surf, Avenue American Bistro, Mocha Nut, Donut and Boba, Modern 7 Bistro, Northville Sports Den, Union Barber in Birmingham and Ferndale, United Mobile Power Wash and Dry Ice Works in Southfield, The Spot Food Truck in Dearborn and Detroit, Athletico Physical Therapy on Woodward and Ferndale, Blind Owl Royal Oak, Cali Tickets, call 877-225-8425 or visit CaliTickets.com. The Jagged Fork, Goodman Acker PC, Northwestern Technological Institute, the Great Greek Mediterranean Grill in Ann Arbor, Green Lantern Pizza, Pins Bowling Center in South Lyon, Vitamin Shop in Auburn Hills, Legacy Family Dental Center in Dearborn, Hodges Subaru, and Hodges Subaru. There we go. And Hodges Subaru. Local business endorsements go to the B4 Foundation in Ithaca, Front Porch Suttons Bay, El Cilantro Taco Shop in Petoskey, Bay Mills Resort and Casino in Brimley, Fuel Up Nutrition in Clare, United Food Service Solutions in Grand Ledge, Asian Buffet in Cadillac and Traverse City, Trouttown Tavern and Eatery in Kalkaska, Ludington Meat Company, McBain Hardware, Vandry Home Furnishings in Cadillac, Houghton Lake and Traverse City, Fletcher's Pub Texas Corners in Kalamazoo, the Michigan Theater of Jackson, Hooters in Saginaw, Anna's House in Grand Rapids, Coffee Beanery in Flushing, and Spicer's Boat City in Houghton Lake. Spicer's Boat City in Houghton Lake. Traverse City business endorsements go to TC Man Cave, Erica Anita of Traverse City Real Estate, Yen Yoga and Fitness inside the Delamar Resort, Firefly Kitchen and Bars, Traverse City Fun Running, Margarita's Grill, Mexican Restaurant, Well-Being with Catherine Palms, Bayview Flooring, Golden Fowler Home Furnishings, North Coast Golf Shop, and Team Bob's Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Cadillac business endorsements go to Cadillac Grill, Cadillac Nutrition, Cadillac Horizon Books, Creative Embroidery, Michigan Coffee Company, Pro Quality Cleaners, Raven Social Restaurant and Brewery, Raven Social Bar and Brewery, Wildflower Bakery, Northern Star Event Rentals, Wexford Jewelers, Evolve Yoga and Fitness, Chunky Bear Coffee Roasters, Cadillac Lofts Apartments, Bigelow Supply, the Food Mafia's Let's Roll With It Rolled Ice Cream, Tees Tanning Salon, the Pines Sports Bar and Bowling Center, Max Swings Indoor Golf, Biner's Pizza, Cadillac Party Lounge, and the Sweet Shop. And finally, Lake City business endorsements go to Cuts by Melanie, LC Tap House, To the Moon Bakery, Northern Auto Lab, and Masaki Golf Club. Until next time, stay on the lookout. I'm Taylor Phillips, and remember that we always observe and detect the truth about our teams in the state of Michigan because the truth is everywhere. TTFN, Ta-ta for now. Power to the people. Hit them with a hind. Baba booey to y'all.